For all his achievements, Saint-Georges is yet to find a true love amongst the women of Parisian society. Until he meets the young Marie-Joseph, wife of the old general, Montalembert. Marie-Joseph becomes Saint-Georges' one great love.
And according to two neighbors who were writing gossip cum journal at the time, their diaries mention the fact that there seemed to have been a baby which the general did not accept as his own,
For Saint-Georges, having a son out of wedlock with a woman he loves is like reliving his parents' romance. He would have the same hopes for this new baby that his father had had for him.
When his son was born, it must have, obviously, it gave him the image of the possibility of being a father. It never happened.
On the orders of Marie-Jose's husband, the wet nurse neglects the baby and lets it die.
The second movement of the concerto really felt like he was having an emotional response to some event in his life. It really touched me like in my gut somehow. It just really pulled something out of me that I hadn't expected actually to experience with his music. What I love about the second movement of the violin concerto is, again, the simplicity of the elements that he uses. If you listen to the violas and the second violins and the opening, it's just one note. And then on top of that kind of thing. And on top of this melody. Just tender size. What could be simpler? 3 notes and 1 note in the accompaniment, and yet it's so moving. And this is what a great composer does. A great composer takes 1 note or one very simple element like and builds on it, and somehow it touches you more deeply than something very complex and convoluted. It's like great poetry or something where you just the right word, and it might be a very familiar word, but it's when, where, and how that makes all the difference.